So the question is, what is spiritual response to stress? But probably, I think the question itself needs to be kind of reframed. How would any stress affect people who have some inclination towards a spiritual ideal, spiritual idea, or spiritual life? Because once you are deep into stress, you cannot take to spirituality at that time, and it will not work also. But if you have invested time in turning towards spirituality, if spiritual life has meaning in your life, then you will be certainly able to handle stress much better. I think many have read the book by Dr. Viktor Frankl, an Austrian doctor who spent considerable number of years in the concentration camp of the Germans. He finally wrote a new philosophy of psychology called logotherapy. In his book he says, even in the concentration camp, those who are spiritually oriented seem to cope up with the conditions better and seem to survive longer. The reason is, first of all, your belief or your inclination towards a spiritual ideal means you are ready to consider things which are transcendental, which are beyond this transactional world, beyond this mere idea of body and mind. All our stress, all our problems, all our difficulties arrive from the transactional world or arrived from our being rooted in the idea of body and mind. So if you have a faith in something transcendental which is beyond body and mind, you want to start with half of our problems are solved. So you can always refer whatever is happening to that dimension of your understanding and can easily feel that all these are all bound to be this way. And these are all not permanent. All these would go away because you are seeking something which is truly long-lasting, which is eternal, which is permanent. As against that, whatever is happening in this transactional world is of much less importance, and these are all evanescent by nature, impermanent by nature, and would go away. So that is what would give you strength. See, quite often when a very stressful situation arises, it is not that the situation would change immediately. Your ability to cope up with that stress or the situation, what matters. So in that sense, those who are spiritually inclined or have a broader idea of that dimension of life, they will be able to handle or put up with or survive in stressful conditions much better.